All right, so now I'm going to work Emmett on the rail, and he's pretty warmed up already, but just to kind of take you through what I've done with him. As we walk on the rail, I want him nice and relaxed and steady in his rhythm. And a lot of people will skip over the walk. So here, I'm not really touching him. I've got a pretty light contact, loose rein. And I'm going to start just by kind of checking to see what I've got for softness today. So I go from no contact. I'm going to slowly lift the reins up his neck. Okay, he wanted to stop, so I got to drive him up into that. That's an evasive thing. When he stops, he's trying to escape that pressure, but I didn't want him to stop. I'm still driving forward with my legs in my seat, and I just keep my hands steady. And then when he's soft here like that, now I'll drop back down. So I don't want to feel much tension on the reins, and I don't want him opening his mouth. That's a sign of resistance. So I'm just going to keep repeating this every couple steps until it's real easy for him. So if he's opening his mouth or showing any signs of resistance, I do not drop my hands back down until he feels soft. You see, we're losing our rhythm a little bit. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. And then, eventually when we put him one-handed, you want to be able to collect him up, closing that inside calf and picking up on your reins, which at the walk we can do that a little bit already. But I like the split, having the split of the two reins to be able to rock that bit if I have to, if he gets too heavy on me. And I'm also keeping him slightly bent to the inside, so when he brings his nose in, I can see his left eyelashes and the left side of the bridle. All right, now he's feeling nice and soft. So now we're going to do the same thing at the jog. A little resistance there. Good. So what I'm training for is that initial response. As soon as he feels that contact on his nose, he knows what to do. And like a lot of horses that don't understand that initial response, they'll first put their head up or they'll pull before they tuck their nose in. So I always say I'm training for that initial response. And then as the horse progresses and becomes comfortable with that, I can then pick up and I can hold. Now, the more pressure I have here and the longer I hold for, that takes a high level of training. And so when he comes out of his frame, or if I feel him start to get sloppy or fast or strung out, then I'll just give him another reminder to stay with me, stay soft. And remember, every time I'm lifting my hands, I'm also using my inside calf. Good. I'm going to ask him for a walk transition. Walk. Good. And I love that he kept his frame there. He was a little bit abrupt in the stop. So that follow through in your transitions is very important. Now, even if you have more of a hot horse, he's not too much of a hot horse. He's pretty laid back. But you also want to test your speed control at the walk. So I'm going to just kind of bump my calves a little bit, speed up my seat, move them up. Now I'm going to check to make sure he's staying with me. I'm going to close my calves and ask him to slow down. And that was a pretty good response. I like that. I didn't even have to use my hands at all. But I'm prepared to follow through. So if he rushed through, if he didn't respond to my legs closing on him, then I would grab hold of him. So now we'll try our stop. Whoa. Very good. And then we'll go right into a backup. Now, he likes to put his head up in the back, so this is something we've been working on as well. So when he's nice and soft between my legs, but then to get his softer up front, I'll kind of widen my hands and encourage them to drop.